And I think the South Sydney players all over the top of him.
Oh, good hit.
I think that's what's happened. He's lost the ball, but the referee thought he'd played it. And of course, he's ruled he didn't get to his feet.
Smith pops it out the back door. Peters tries to pick it up. Smith pops it out the back door. Peters tries to pick it up, and it is a Balmain ball. They've got it back through Mark Stimson. Penalty to Balmain. Hermanson going toe-to-toe with one of the Balmain forwards. Gee, they're fired up out there today.
Yeah, well, I think that South Sydney coach Steve Martin would have said, boys, this is it. We've got to get this 2 points to get the papers off our back, and they're really fired up for a big game, the South Sydney fullback. I tell you what, the young Tigers, they aren't backing down.
Just take a couple of breaths. It's good and tough. The mob love it, but we're going to play it by the rules. You got any problem with that? You got any problem with that? Okay, we're going to clear it. Tough.
Well, the penalty stays with Balmain.
Well, the South Sydney side were really starting to mount some pressure, but they just try. Terry Emerson grabs the player, Stimson, throws him on his head. He resents the tackle. There's Darren Tennant saying, get him off me. He's now McPhee.
Well, they keep the pressure on, and this is Hudson Smith now in the headgear. 20 metres out. Walker throws it back on the inside to his captain, Stimson. Dunley, Gillette. They go wide through Webber. No way through. Good defence by Willie Peters. 10 metres out. Donaghy, a dummy half. Gillette across to Dunley. Dunley, great ball! Great ball, and this is a try! And Darren Centre was there to finish it after Ben Duckworth ran onto a great pass. And it's the Tigers at home leading by 4 points to 0, the first try of the match.
Oh, that's just great work by the young halfback. He gets the ball nice and wide off Gillette. Look, they're all spread out there, the South Sydney. There's nothing really happening. He just runs beautifully into a hole. Francis didn't come up. Gives the ball unselfishly. Goes over a good try centre. And look at him giving the crowd. Come on, the Tiger fans.
Well, this was a great try, and of course Dunley ran across for a bit. It makes your job a lot easier when you've got someone like Ben Duckworth running a beautiful angle into a gap, and of course backed up there by Stimson that they're in.
Will it pay off for them? Peters to Trindle. Taken right in front of the uprights. 20 metres out. Rodwell at dummy half to Peters again. Turns it back on the inside to Smith. Oh, great ball out the back to Rodwell. They're 10 metres out now. South Sydney looking to hit back. Peters kicking in behind the line. It's there for who? Well, did Lumens get to it? He wants to have a look at it. Lumens charging through. It seemed to sit up there for an eternity before someone had a crack at it, and it was Justin Lumens that got there first, but did he get there in time?
Well, without even looking at the replay, I would suggest that he has not got there. This is the ball. He lets it go over the line. One bounce.
On the line.
That's out. That's no try.
And guys, South have made a change. Michael Francis has left the field. And we've got Matty Munro wearing jumper 18 has replaced him.
No try. On the line is dead. On the dead ball line. Controlled it in the nick of time before offloading to his centre. Webber. Walker. Become a bit of a crowd favourite here, Shane Walker. In good form this year. And from dummy half, they're getting very close. Wide. Dunley. Charge down. Tricky Trindle. Has he got the pace to go all the way? Donaghy's giving chase. They won't get to him. Against the run of play, Darryl Tricky Trindle comes up with a trick. It's a 4-pointer, and so South Sydney have hit back. Well, there was plenty of grass between him and the goalpost. He put the foot on the gas, and they didn't get near him. 6-4.
Wow. Shane Dunley looked like he was going to put that ball in the end goal. The problem was Balmain players, look, they've all gone in front of the kicker and left no one behind it. They'd stayed behind, he could have run the ball, but then it became just a little foot race there. Everyone gave chase, but no one was going to catch the little halfback. He scored a great try last week against Cronulla, and this is just another one. Put the right foot out, got the bounce of the ball. Good try, South Sydney.
Well, they rely a lot on a bit of individual brilliance, South Sydney. They did it last week. As you said, Wes, it was Tricky Trindle that was able to come up with a great try last week. He's done it again, and maybe that's a bit of spark that South Sydney need. Like you said, it was a foot race, and I think he got about 15, 20 metres start on him, and once he hit the clear, I don't think anyone was going to catch him.
The front rower, right in front of the uprights. Options either side, they go to the right through Peters. He just holds it up, gives it to Rodwell. Rodwell for the line, pull down, only about 1 metre out. But he spotted a knock on in there. Well, I'd like to have another look at that one. He's just lost it there as McPherson came over to complete that to Stimson. He walks 3 or 4 metres, held up about 5 metres out right in front of the uprights. Magnus can't find a way through. Nabel waits for a dummy half for Balmain. Slow play the ball. Now it's Gillette across to centre. Darren centre hands it back on the inside. That's O'Neill. He's on the 10-metre mark. Here's another penalty. He's got to put someone in the bin. Yeah, it's becoming a bit of a joke. Slattery's gone to the bin. South Sydney giving up another penalty. But worse than that, they've got a player in the bin. Slattery has gone for 10. Here we go with the Tigers again. O'Neill taken this time by Wing.
Oh, great quick play the ball.
Walker. 4 metres out. Nabel at dummy half. Another penalty, another one in the bin. I think he's got Timmy Brasher, the captain, playing his 200th match. Brasher to the bin. They're down to 11, trying to slow the play down. He says Brasher tried to slow it down by putting a hand into the ruck area. Well, the crowd letting Timmy Brasher know that they may have supported him for 185 first-grade games, but not now.
Well, you can see Terry Hermanson there going up to the referee now, trying to slow it down to 11 men. I don't think Timmy Brasher deserved to go to the bin then. It's hard enough with 13 now. It's hard enough with 12, but down to 11. It's nearly
a sin bin offence, maybe a penalty, but certainly not a sin bin offence. And I think Balmain actually blew their chances there. That, as you said, it was 13 against 11, but they were throwing too many long passes. That was making it easier for the South Sydney defence.
Well, here's a tight head. It's gone against the feed. You don't see that all that often. And now all of a sudden, Souths are in trouble again. O'Neill, Nevin, intercepted though by South Sydney. They're hanging on, but only just the Rabbitohs.
Oh, they were all gone. They were gone then, South Sydney. Look, from the scrum, there was only 3 against 6. That's why they got pushed off the ball. Tremendous effort. They can hang on for the next 6 minutes. There's the ball there. I actually thought the ball was actually pushed forward by Lumens.
Somehow, South Sydney survive yet again.
Maybe it is going to be their day. As Howlett, oh!
They cough it up. Here we go again. Webber, standing, waiting to offload, gives it back to Dunley. Handball across, picked up by Stimson. It's about 3-on-2 over on the far side, but Stimson can't link up with his outside men. Magnus, back to Walker, got rid of one. Walker, over the top. There it is. They score at last, Balmain. Well, Michael Withers got it down. They threw everything at South Sydney, but when it's 13-on-11, you just can't hold up, can you? 10 points to 6, the Tigers over South.
Well, it comes back to Howlett. They had a set of 6 to get out of trouble. He tried to throw the ball back. They'd knocked the ball on, which allowed Balmain more ball. And one thing you can't do when you're 11 men is make those mistakes in your own 25. Put them under all sorts of pressure, but it was Shane Walker on that far left-hand side. Here's the ball back inside. This is the original knock on here by Balmain. Magnus was the man. South pick it up, take the play. And then this is the pass here by Howlett. Look, he gets half away. He knows the men are coming. Bang, there's the drop ball, which allowed Balmain back into the mat by Willie Peters. And that really did put the pressure on him. They go down the short side. You can see there is no way that they could stop this, the South Sydney side. They tried in vain. Terry Hermanson coming up, but a great run there again by their front rower. He's been in outstanding form, gets the ball. They were just too tired, out on their feet, and it just had to come. Need to see how many they got on the field. Should really only have 11.
They've got 12, I think.
I'll check with the ground, man.
But fancy asking a hooker to count them.
Mate, if it was a halfback, you would have said, mate, they're all here. You wouldn't even...
That's the halfway mark. Final tackle, Timmy Brasher. Got the kick away. Nevin allows it to bounce. And he has to pick it up in goal. Trindle arrives.
Oh.
Good return of the football by Nevin. Comes to Brasher. Oh, crunch there by Slattery. That was great work by Nevin, though. Taking a lot of pressure off Balmain, and now Dunley bounced out of the tackle from Rodwell. Gives it to Gillette. Howlett. Picked up and driven by the second rower, Stimson and O'Neill.
Inside.
Munro, crossfield. Kennedy takes it, pops it out the back door to Gillette. He gives it back to Dunley. Dunley looking for runners, finds Nevin. Nevin trying to keep it alive. Webber tackled. And that's the changeover.
Now it's back to one.
Back to one. It's been touched by South Sydney. And now Balmain are getting very close. A lucky break for the Tigers. It should have been the sixth tackle, but somehow South Sydney touched it. And now Balmain are held up over the line. Number 12 on his back. He played 5'8" last week for the Rabbitohs. Very versatile. Peters, the inside pass to Smith. Back to Garlick, and now Trindle. Trindle through the gap. He's got support on the inside. He kicked ahead. The race is on. Who's going to get there first? Shannon Nevin will. Well, Gary, you've been saying all match that Trindle has to try something a bit different, has to run the ball. He did it on that occasion, but was the kick the best option? He had Rodwell on the inside.
Well, the kick was probably the right option at the same time, Greg, but I tell you what he did do. He kicked it too early. He didn't give himself enough time to get to watch. He kicks it just about now. There is Rodwell there, but he was a mile back. He was the fullback for Balmain. And Shannon Nevin, he just kicked too much. Actually, with the pace he's got, he should have just taken him on.
Another 5 metres and he would have been right.
Well, a bit of a let-off there for Balmain, but it's still South Sydney inside the Tigers' territory, and James Smith 25 metres out from the line. It's going to take someone like Trindle or Brasher to break the spirit of this Balmain defence. Smith, James Smith takes it up 11 metres out.
I think this is where the South Sydney side with Peters and Trindle, they need to do some runarounds.
Here's Peters holding it up, gets the ball to Munro, to Rodwell. They're in, South Sydney. Brad Rodwell scores the try. It is 10-all at Leichhardt. Still plenty of time remaining on the clock. And it's now 2 tries apiece.
Yeah, well, it's the first time the Balmain defence really just didn't come up quick enough. Look at Peters, he holds the ball up. Beautiful, runs in a beautiful hole there. There's Matt Munro, offloads to Rodwell. That's a very good try. Dunley did not move up or didn't come in quite quick enough.
Yeah, it was a good try here by South, and again we see the runner running an angle into the gap, Matty Munro, as Duckworth did for Balmain. Good pass by Peters.
Nabel from dummy half. Back inside to Smith again. They keep it alive. Trindle. Shoulder charge into the... Need a win to stop the rot. They've lost their last 9 in a row.
5, yes, I look at it.
Final tackle coming up. Peters is in position for the kick, but it goes back to Brasher. Looking for a one-pointer. Charge down. Picked up by Brasher. They've got another set of 6. It was touched by the Balmain Tigers, and now Peters tries to find a way through. 20 metres out. Garlick waits for it at dummy half.
The South, I reckon, need to go for the try, not the 1 point. They need to get 4 points.
Rodwell, one of the try scorers. No way through there. James Smith to the blind side. Smith looked to pass, couldn't link up with anyone. Peters. Munro. Munro the dummy. Munro straight ahead. He had Timmy Brasher unmarked on the inside. Didn't deliver the pass. Brasher was in for all money, but Simon Forrest is going to complete the score. Simon Forrest in for the try. And the Rabbitohs are in front again. 16 points to 12.
Well, it all started with that little run around, wasn't it? Willie Peters threw the ball out there to Matty Munro, through the dummy, went straight through. Timmy Brasher was underneath the black dot if he give him the ball, but give this guy a rap here, the winger. He's come from the other side of the field. Watch the run around here. Here he goes. Dummy, it opens up in the middle there. There goes Timmy Brasher. Quick, play the ball. That's what was needed. But what Forrest? He comes right here. He comes. Just tune up now. Good short ball there by Wing. I should say, good try there by the South Sydney side. They needed that to get Balmain under some pressure and hopefully come up with a mistake at the other end. That's the Balmain side they'll be looking at.
Francis copped a shoulder charge from Stimson. And Balmain will probably have one more set of 6. Way has someone got a little bit of extra petrol in the tank in the Balmain lineup. Dunley, kick over the top.
Oh! He'll be penalised, Brasher.
Tim Brasher giving away the penalty. So Balmain will get another set of 6 and Brasher is down. The clock has stopped.
We got time?
Well, if it wasn't for Tim Brasher at the back, it was a great little chip and chase. What about the hands there by Nevin? Tremendous stuff, but Brash knew he had to take the player out. Otherwise, it could have been a 6-pointer over the top there, Brett Kenny.
Well, it certainly could have been. I mean,
great pass. Desperate defence by Wing for South Sydney. Wide they go. Not a great pass. Picked up by Stimson. Back to Duckworth. Duckworth back to Magnus. Magnus got it back to Webber. Great defence there by Smith, who chased him and pulled him down from behind. Here's Dunley. Dunley, he goes to the air to Forrest Wing. It's in the in goal and it's going to be pushed over the dead ball line by Forrest. I think South Sydney have held on.
We're taking time.
He wants to go to the video referee. Why not, says Brian Grant.
Well, Withers has got a big handshake there saying that he might have scored the try. The Balmain player saying, well done.
I must admit, at first look, it appeared that Simon Forrest may have got there first. The race is on. Who got the hand to it? Forrest got the hand to it. Pushed it over the dead ball line.
Reminder, ladies and gentlemen, the next home game is on at 7.
Forrest has saved the day.
7:30 p.m. for first grade.
Mr. Hooter gone.
Tigers versus North
So it's all over?
The referee just checking, it's all over. They're jubilant. No try. And South Sydney have held on to stop the rot. Went into the match with a shocking record at the bottom of the table. They'd lost 9 in a row. They've turned it around today. They've won it by 16 points to 12. Not a bad match, Gary Freeman.
Mate, great to see the South Sydney side come up with a win. I'm a little bit disappointed from the little Tigers there, but that just wasn't meant to be today. But South Sydney led with Timmy Brasher. Trindle had a great game, and their forward just really did dominate there. The man there, 200th game, and coming off a winner, he'll be very, very happy. We just saw both coaches. One, Steve Martin asking if it was a try. No. Poor old pitch.
yes, and our NRL man of the match is the halfback for South Sydney, or playing 5'8" a bit today, was Daryl Tricky Trindle. And Daryl last week, a very good performance in the second half from the Rabbitohs, and continued on with it this week.
Yeah, I said it last week, we're only 50 or 60 minute side. I think this Balmain crowd sort of revved us up, especially with Timmy, very emotional out there. And our forwards, they just kept going. It was real good.
And it was a very, very fiery start in the first half. And what was said when you were down to 11 men?
Oh, we said we'll try and slow the ball up. Our kicks, we tried to keep them in play, but then we went down to 11 men. Every time we kicked the ball, we tried to get it out, make our forwards walk to the scrums and just slow the game right down.
It must have been a pleasure having a player like Willie Peters inside you. He was able to take a little bit of pressure off you. The Balmain defence had to concentrate on what he was doing on one side of the ruck, and you were able to do what you like on the other side.
Yeah, well, lately I've been getting a few write-ups, and they sort of say it's like a two-man show with me and Timmy there. We needed more attack, and Willie come out there and he provided us with it.
Well, once again, it was a great performance, not only by yourself, but by the side, and congratulations.
Thanks very much, Brett.
Thanks, mate.
Well done to not only Trindle,